Okay, this is part 2 of Rise of the Kings. Now, I'm going to go on into this news. This is very important. This is very important. This is September the 8th of 2022. And we have some important things to cover.
Kaufman, World News Report today. Today, September 8th, 2022, 1:30 p.m. Central here in the U.S.
Now, he
God bless you
reported
and
on
yours, no
this
matter
about
where you
20
are.
minutes
Folks,
ago.
please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. In breaking news, the United Kingdom's Queen Elizabeth II has died at the age of 96, according to Buckingham Palace. Her death brings to a close a reign that's...
She has served for 70 years, you all. 70 years she has been queen. That is not a coincidence when the Antichrist has to confirm the covenant for 70 weeks. That is not a coincidence. That is not a coincidence at all. I'm telling you, the Antichrist is arising.
Spanned 7 decades and made her the most recognized woman in the world. As monarch, the Queen is automatically granted a publicly funded state funeral. Details for the funeral are expected to be released by the palace shortly. Her oldest son, Charles, immediately became King of the United Kingdom upon the death of his mother. Charles, who is now king following Queen Elizabeth II's death, now has a job of uniting the United Kingdom, which Quest CNN anchor and correspondent said
receiveth power
other
after
than
an hour with the
his
beast.
personal life created scandals, Charles has served the country loyally and with great dignity over many, many years. Quest said
these kings
on CNN,
are not yet, but they're
one
rising.
street Charles
They're
has,
rising. John
as
said,
the
I've
monarchy
seen it
starts
rise
a
out
new
of the
chapter,
sea.
Quest said, is his forward thinking. He is steeped in the future. He was ahead of the game with the environmental issue. He was ahead of the game on climate change. He's ahead of the game on a lot of thoughts that are now normal, and suggested many of them years ago, Quest said. Quote, then he will have the job of uniting the United Kingdom at a time when there are such great fears and unease, he added. So, long live the Queen. People are actually crowded outside of the palace currently crying.
Breaking news. Queen Elizabeth II, Britain's longest reigning monarch, has died at the age of 96. The Queen reigned for 7 decades, working with many prime ministers through periods of peace and crisis since she took the throne. Her family rushing to be by her side today after doctors became concerned for her health. Her death comes after the passing of her husband, Prince Philip, last year. And her passing sets the stage for Prince Charles to become king, Britain's first new monarch in 70 years. Let's go now to NBC senior international correspondent Keir Simmons. He's outside Buckingham Palace. Keir.
Well, Lester, you know that this moment is coming, but nothing really prepares you for it, does it? It's really stunning. One statement here, I'm just looking down from the royal family. The Queen died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The King and Queen consort will remain at Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow. The King and Queen consort. So this is the moment when we say in history, the Queen is dead, long live the King. And the moment that we heard this news behind me at Buckingham Palace, the flag was lowered to half-staff. And I can tell you that millions of people across this country and around the world will be hearing this news and will be frankly devastated. The Queen, 96, 70 years as Queen.
Okay, 70 years as Queen. And I'm going to say to you right now, we need to pray for that nation, but we need to pray for all nations. The beast is rising, and if you can't see that, Sleep on, sleeper. Sleep on, sleeper, because you are going to be one of the ones that is taken away by the flood. And I'm not talking about the literal flood. Well, could be with the way floods are happening. I'm talking about by the hand of the Lord. He's going to sweep you away out of his kingdom. So I'm going to pause long enough to get the word ready that I told you the Lord had laid on me for this. And give me just a moment. All right, I'm back to get into some of the word here that the Lord has laid on me. And this is 2 Thessalonians. And trying to get into this, 2 Thessalonians 2. I'm not sure how much of this the Lord wants me to cover just yet, but he will make me aware as I go through, because this is what he laid on me to do. Jumping straight on into this word. Now, 2 Thessalonians 2. Now, we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by our gathering together unto him. Praise you, Jesus. That you be not soon shaken in mind. Don't be shaken or troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter from us, as that day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means. Don't let anybody deceive you anymore, children of God. Wake up, see the truth. The end is at hand. For that day shall not come except there come a falling away, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. The son of perdition is going to be revealed, y'all. I hope you realize, of course, how significant this is. I really do. I hope that you're understanding what's going on here and how significant this is. And I am still very tired. It is 3/13, September the 8th of 2022. I don't know why the Lord wants these time stamped this way, so but I'm including the time as he is telling me to for a reason. We must remember that Satan always tries to front run the Lord. So bear that in mind. And the beast is trying to get set up. And I'm going to get on into this word. This is 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 4. Now, that son of perdition has to be revealed, who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God. Excuse me. Or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Now see, if you've been following any of my videos lately, you know I covered Matthew 24 the other day. And it was talking about things that Jesus warned us was to come, about the son of perdition rising and standing in a place he ought not, the Antichrist standing in a place where he ought not. The abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. Mashato karabasi lalaparu alalabakato alalanamaha. Sorry. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Remember the things that you're about to start seeing. Try the spirits, no matter what happens. And if you don't see it with your own eyes, don't just trust to it so readily, because what you see may not be real. It may be lying wonders. Remember that. The truth bears itself out. I'm going to go into part 3 of the rise of the kings. The rise of the kings. That is the beast system. The rise of the kings. I will see you in part 3.